Thanks, Stephen. I just shared my screen. Can you confirm that you can hear me and see my screen?
We can see and hear you just great. Thank you, Logan.
Perfect. Thank you. So I want to spend some time talking about reporting across the OneStream platform, and that's reporting for both financial reporting as well as things like operational reporting. So we've jumped into the OneStream platform, and just as I get into the platform, you'll notice I have readily available to me some key performance indicators that I might be looking at on a daily or weekly basis, as far as things like my day sales outstanding metrics compared to last year, things like return on assets, total operating expenses, just sort of metrics that I might be most interested in on the fly right as I get into the platform before I've even started to look at any particular reports. Now, all of these metrics and all data across OneStream's platform is available for us to drill into. So if I want to drill into, for instance, our gross profit margin, simply by clicking on that KPI, it will pull me into a report that's starting to do comparisons on my gross profit margin from my actuals on a monthly basis to my prior year actuals versus my budget. So we're starting to look at some of the different scenarios that we're looking across the platform from our different processes, like our finance and planning processes, of pulling in what we're expecting our gross profit margin to be and how that's ultimately comparing to something like our actuals. So let's dive in a little bit further into financial reporting. As we jump into our financial reporting, this is going to pull us into an executive overview lens of a dashboard. So this dashboard is starting to look at those key performance indicators, once again, that we had just seen, as well as starting to look at things like a 24-month trend and visualizing that trend for some of the metrics that we're most interested in this particular chart. Things like revenues, gross income, cost of goods sold, really a breakdown immediately of ultimately the profit of the business and the margin that we're going to be producing. Down below, we have a price volume mix. So this is starting to pull in some of our budget information and being able to produce a waterfall chart. Now, charts within the OneStream platform are always drillable. So I can click on this waterfall chart and it's going to pull me into the detail and the report that ultimately supports that waterfall chart. This is also starting to break down the different entities that I'm going to be reporting across. So my North America equipment entity is ultimately a consolidation of the three entities to my right: Rocky Mountain Clubs, Maple Leaf Clubs, and Acme Augusta. So we're looking at both a consolidated view of our North American region, as well as an entity by entity breakdown for the entities that make up my North American